Thanks for stopping by and checking out my videos. And if you want to learn more about my book, Love Like Snow in Florida on a Hot Summer's Day, go down to the description. I have the links to both my website and Amazon and Kindle Unlimited, where you can read it for free. Hey everybody, this is Tracy here with another edition of A View from Tracy's Point. And yes, I'm here with another update on the never-ending saga that is the government's prosecution, or should I say persecution, of Robert Sylvester Kelly. So the Chicago Tribune is reporting that Nicole Becker wants to withdraw from the case as Robert Kelly's attorney. I'm not sure if I mentioned this in my video from Saturday where I talked about the defense's response to those two motions that were filed by the prosecution last week, but there were a couple of sealed documents, and I may have explained this to somebody on Twitter and may not have included it, where basically when the prosecution and the defense filed motions under seal, the motions are actually filed electronically. And so when they're filing these letters and motions to the court, they can select to have them sealed. And then once the court personnel review whatever the information is, or the judge or whoever needs to see it, they can determine whether to keep it under seal, whether to redact, the information that they don't want to get out, or they can just release the whole document. It's really up to the courts and how they rule. Well, last week there was a letter that was sent under seal, I believe by Elizabeth Gerdes, who is one of the assistant U.S. state's attorneys. And then there was but she was responding to Devereaux Canick's motion about the Jane Does being anonymous. And then he filed a letter under seal that had an exhibit in it. And so we don't know what that was all about. And then Nicole filed a letter under seal. And both of Canick and Nicole's letters were to the judge. They were motions to the judge. And then today, Nicole filed another letter to the judge. And so according to Jason Mesner of the Chicago Tribune, Nicole has asked to be withdrawn from the case. She doesn't want to represent Mr. Kelly for whatever reason. He said he spoke to her. She did not give the reason why she was leaving the case. And then also in the past few days, or last week, Judge Donnelly moved the last pretrial hearing before the actual trial takes place from August 6th to August 3rd, which is tomorrow. And now we know that the reason she moved that up is because she has to address Nicole wanting to leave the case. So as I said, Jason Mesner didn't say why she wanted to leave. According to him, she didn't give a statement when he reached out, only to say that after the hearing tomorrow, then I guess it'll all be revealed. And so I'm wondering if it goes back to the Richard Arline situation and that phone call and what information she may know that has now come up, about whatever communication she's had with Richard Arline. It just seems very suspect that she was gung-ho, that she wanted to be on this case. She was fighting to stay on the case. And now that she's been allowed to stay on the case, now she wants off the case. So I'm really leaning towards something has come out regarding that whole Richard Arline situation. I don't know if it was something that maybe Devereaux Canick found out about her in relation to the Richard Arline case, because as I stated in his motion to the judge, he actually had an attachment. He had an exhibit in his letter to the judge. And so I'm wondering if all of this is somehow related to each other. But I just think it is horrible for Robert Kelly that he is having to endure this. And the judge asked him numerous times, was he sure? Because she didn't want to keep Nicole on that case. She wanted Nicole off the case, but she, yielded to what he wanted. And she asked him, are you sure? And then she made it clear that if something came out down the road during the trial related to Nicole, that he wouldn't be able to appeal it, because she was now giving him the opportunity to get Nicole off that case. And so this is just really, if Nicole has done something that she needs to be off the case, then by all means, she needs to get off the case. But from the perspective of him and what he must be going through and all this stuff coming at him at once, this has got to be heartbreaking for him. This has got to be devastating for him. And I just don't know what to say. And I guess we'll just have to wait until tomorrow after this hearing to find out the reason that Nicole now wants to withdraw from the case. But just wanted to give you guys this quick update as usual. I was kind of hoping that we could rest until the actual trial starts in a couple of weeks or whatever. But it looks like the drama is just continuing to come and continuing to come. And I don't know if I mentioned, did I talk about Tasha K in my last video? I think I did, where she was talking about Richard Arline. I did talk about that. But anyway, this is all just getting crazy and convoluted. And I just feel so sorry for Robert Kelly that he can't have a normal hearing like everybody else, a normal trial. Like, why does it have to be all this drama, all these theatrics, all this nonsense going on? And it just further adds to the fact that this case never should have been brought up. Like, charges never should have been brought against this man, because nothing should be this messy and this chaotic. So guys, go ahead. Let me know what you think about Nicole wanting to leave the case. Leave your comments below, rate the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And until the next time, I shall talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.